Let's take a look at the next question. It says, hey, your x is 1 minus t divided by 1 plus t, and 1 is t squared. You introduce a parameter that help us to analyze, for example, the particle or whatever this is, and t is bounded between 0 and 1. So what you can do, you can graph this and then use a table using t as the main parameter and then x and y. So t can be 0. Let's plug in 0 here. If t is 0, my x becomes 1 and my y becomes 0. So far I have 1 and 0. Let's take a look. 1 and 0. Let us plug in, for example, 1. If I plug in 1, my x becomes 0 and my y becomes 1. So next point is 0 and 1. We need to plug in more values in between. So for example, t equals to a half or other values, and then evaluate our x. We need to plug in more values. What else you can do? You can find a relation between your x and y and see what happens here. But let us take a look. Our x is 1 minus t divided by 1 plus t, and your t is equal to square root of y. So t is square root of y. You can plug that guy in here. So x becomes 1 minus square root of y divided by 1 plus square root of y, and you can start simplifying the whole thing. So what I'm going to do cross multiplication. X times 1 plus square root of y is equal to 1 minus square root of y. What you can do, you can try to isolate square root of y and then raise it to the second power. So we try to isolate square root of y. First, distribute x into parentheses. X plus s squared, x times square root of y is 1 minus square root of y. Bring all square root of y's to one side. So here you have x times square root of y plus square root of y equals to 1. I'm bringing x to the other side and minus x. Now factor square root of y. We get x plus 1 equals to 1 minus x. So square root of y is 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x, or in simplified version, y is 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x to the second power. So if you were to graph this guy instead, you're going to see the behavior like this. There. Starting at 0, 1 and 0, and stopping at 1, 0 and 1. So this parametric equation is represented by y equals to 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x to the second power. Just note that everything is inside the parentheses.